Good day to everyone. Right now, welcome to our weekly system training. As of now, we are live in 3 languages as well. We are on YouTube Live doing the Mandarin ones and Zoom Live for the Malay and English. So in actual fact, everyone can rewatch this whole training back. We will be putting it on YouTube Live. So make sure that your partners, which are more well-versed in English, they know of this information. Yeah. So we hope that they can always rewatch and remind themselves. They can always have this revision. Keep watching back this system training so that they will be more well-versed in the business, and it also acts as a reminder sometimes. Okay. So we know that in order to be successful in anything at all, repetition is very important, and learning is also repetitive. Yeah. So yes, today we will be talking about Purple Ocean Closing Mastery. In fact, what we would be looking into today is in particular to how to expand one's network. Because once Purple Ocean is launched, we are expecting massive recruitment. So most of us who has no networks before might be immediately an upline. You will have a group under you, and there will be expectations. You have to know what to do next. So for today's system training, for those which are new to MLife, you can take it as what you should do next. What are the next 6 steps that you should do to expand your business? And for those which are already in MLife and you have a new network now, what should you do? What should you duplicate? What should you teach your network? It is also in these 6 steps as well. Yeah. So talking about Purple Ocean, like Miss Irene Yotan said that we are adding this Purple Ocean to our existing platform. In fact, MLife is very unique. If you look into the definition of Purple Ocean, it is normally a company which has reached in its industry in a red ocean kind of status. Then they start to innovate themselves, going into the same industry, but they innovate themselves to become a blue ocean company. So in fact, these kind of organizations are surviving in the long run through endless innovation. So it is normally from red to blue, then they become a Purple Ocean organization. But MLife is very different. We are going like backwards integration. Okay, but it is like we have already got a trend, but we are opening up a new market, which is a proven market. So in fact, this is to our advantage, because what we can do, most companies cannot do yet, or dare not do yet, because it requires really new innovation. But what we can do, but what they can do, we can also do. Why? Because it is a proven market. We have got a lot of examples that we can follow. We have got a lot of references. Okay, because we are a blue ocean company initially. What we do is very innovative. We are leading the trend in the wellness market, and now we are opening up another market, which is the red ocean market, which is a proven market anyway. Yeah. So in fact, this is an advantage to us, and it is a opportunity for us. Why? Because a lot of people, even though they are in the networking industry as well, their company is like in a red ocean situation. So they're actually wanting the company to innovate, to change, to do something out of the ordinary. But most companies, because being in the industry for too long, maybe they are slow to change, slow to adapt. So maybe MLife might be one of their solution that they are looking for. So please do look out for people in the market like this. It is actually to our advantage to spread the news of this Purple Ocean that we are doing now. Yeah, because we are opening up markets for people who are very well versed in supplement markets. They come and join us. To them is a great opportunity, because they can do something they are well versed in, and they can also learn to do something which is very new to them, but can give them bigger and greater income. Yeah. So in fact, we hope that through this Purple Ocean, we can change the whole organization into a recruiting organization, expanding organization where we can do massive recruitment and we help people to realize their dreams and we bring up people. Yeah. So it is very important right now at this time that we should also know once people come in, how we should help them, how we should lead them, what are the 6 crucial steps that we can work with them on field hand in hand together. So this is what we are going to learn today. All right. So we shall start. The first thing in expanding any organization at all or any business at all, I think should be prospecting, right? Should be prospecting. So prospecting is what we call generating leads. Actually, most businesmen, it is not the problem of capital. It is not the problem of even having a good product or not, or a good system or not. Always the problem is how can I get more customers? How can I generate more leads? So when we are in a network marketing setting, name listing, okay, writing down our name list is the first utmost priority. So what we can see even in our enhanced OPP right now, we call for action. We actually encourage them to list at least 12 names for a start on the people that we can talk with straight away. Yeah. So we have to be aware that name listing is actually, your name list is actually the asset of your whole network marketing business. Yeah. Your asset is not how many products you have on hand. Yeah. Your asset is not only your network, your customers, but your real asset is your name list. Do you have a ever expanding name list? Okay, this is very important. So first and foremost, we have to ensure that our name list is written down. It is updated daily because the name list will actually give you a direction. When you have a clear direction, you will have the motivation and the confidence in taking the next step. Okay, so very importantly, we have to write it down and not only use our memory, because memory always defeats us. You write it down, you can see more clearly. When you write it down, you would not leave things to chance. Okay, you will be able to plan properly. You will be able to invite more properly, and you are more organized in a way. So please have your name list ready, either in a notebook or some gadgets or some apps that you always refer to. Okay, and keep that name list growing. Keep that name list growing, right? So when we are talking about name listing, normally we will list down the names of the people that we know. I think for everyone, averagely we know around 100 to 200 people already. Okay, maybe by name or by sometimes we just describe them. We don't know them by name. Some we know, some we are very familiar. We know in person. We do the name listing. So there's one law of name listing actually. What is the law of name listing? The first thing that you should know is that the golden rule is never to prejudge anyone. When we do name listing, the 100 and 200 people will come out when you do not prejudge. But when we prejudge, we will even find it hard to even list 20 people. Yeah. So please do not prejudge. Yeah. This is very important. So how does the 100, 200 come about? Okay. I can give you some guidelines. It could be from your phone list. From your phone list, there's a lot of people that you know. These are the people that you have come across. You have taken down their number. Their number is in your phone. I think you should know them. And from your email list, from your Facebook friends, some friends that you have been in contact more consistently. All right, your Twitter accounts, these old colleagues or ex-colleagues. And do you have, maybe you might have this collection of call cards or name cards. It's time to dig them out already, right? These are the people that you have met before. So like I said, do not prejudge. Any name at all, any contact at all that you have is your asset. Okay, and of course the easiest way would be like for Asians would be, you just think, okay, well, when you got married or when you are going to get married, who are you going to invite? Those are your name list. Those are the people which are, you know, maybe very closely related to you or very sparsely, also never mind. Because we do not prejudge, we can also list down their names, and the list goes on and on, right? Your old schoolmates, some professionals that you have been working with or you have given business to, like lawyers, accountants, even your hairdresser, your beautician, all these are between your name list, right? So when we have listed down all these name lists, okay, we can segregate them, we can divide them into two general directions, which is one, recommendation for the business, the sponsoring part, and the other one would be for the sales part. So just keep in mind, network marketing is a business of building up, the business. And how do we build the business is by finding more, by opening up more outlets or finding more business partners. So in these two directions, we should see, could there be a balance of people that are that I would like to share this business with, and for the people which I would like to share this product with. Yeah. So so that when there is a balance, we can do both. We can do sales for our active income, and we can also build our business for our passive income, right? So this name list, when we do it in a very organized manner, we can always have a very easy to follow up kind of method. You know, after we met with someone, we put in some notes, we jot down some notes, when is the next meeting, you know, all this, if we do it, then it will be more and more convenient for ourselves, and then we do not need to use our memory, and we will find that it is very productive. You know, it is very productive because we can see where we go next, right? So how do we analyze our prospect list? Like for those which are just new in this business, always discuss your name list with your upline first, right? I do not encourage you to list down by yourself and then just go and, you know, meet up with these people or even tell people about this business. When you have a new, when you have just listed your name list, always discuss it and analyze it with your upline, because generally we will categorize them into A, B, C, D, right? So A would be people which are, like we say, your hot market, which is the A. The A is you are very familiar with them, you always get in touch with them, okay? They trust you, your hopes are high. These are the people that we should talk to first. So B is you're also familiar with them, but it's just that you do not really keep in touch with them that often. Yeah, maybe once in a few months, okay? But you see prospects in them either for the business or for the product. So this will we will list it as B, and then C and D and so on, right? So the people that we should meet first, of course, will be A, because the chances are the highest, and we would want our partners to experience the taste of success. It does a lot of wonders for their confidence, right? So yeah, so A and B would be our what we call the hot and warm market. But I would like to just put this to you. Hot and warm market is a very good market to start out with, but this market is not always, you know, 100% sure hit lah. You know, it is not 100% that you can really convince them to get the product or come into the business. All right, there could be some reasons behind, right? Sometimes because they are our closest friend or closest relative or even our parents. It's just because they know who we are, they know about our background, you know, what is their perception of us, what is their perspective of us. Sometimes maybe because of this, we are not able to convince them by ourselves. So this is why invitation to events, invitation for ABC, for one-to-one meetup, one-to-two meetup. One-to-two meaning what? Meaning your prospect meeting up with you and your upline. This is what these events are for. It is for your hot and warm market when you cannot convince them by yourself because of maybe your history or maybe your background, you know, before. So you have to bring another person, you know, another person of influence, all right, to help you to cover what you are lacking. Yeah, so we can do the ABC first, or even invite them to an event so that they can listen to the speaker. Okay, so this is some additional information and idea for you. Like hot and warm market is always good when you're new to this business, to always go up with your upline. So when you are with your upline together, the only thing that you have to do is to sit and listen and learn. Listen, watch, and learn. Right? Listen, watch, and learn. Because after that, then you will be able to do it by yourself in no time at all. Right? So this is for the prospecting part. So when you have your name list ready, then it's time for the approach, the time for the invitation. Okay. For this invitation part, one of the sin or one of the wrong approach that most people do is that they talk too much. Okay, they tell too much. They disclose too much. So in the end, it was not a successful invitation, right? So in fact, when we approach people, when we invite people, we just keep it short and simple. We just keep it short and simple. Like for example, if we want to invite our friends or what, we just keep it short and simple by just as simple as asking them whether they are free on a Tuesday or Wednesday or not. Okay. So for example, say I'll give everyone a very simple example of an invitation. Is just let's say Irene is my friend and say, hey, hi Irene. Oh, how have you been keeping up? Okay, hey, I have just opened up a new online business which is related to healthcare. So in this Tuesday, I do not know whether you are free or not on a Tuesday or Thursday. I'll be opening up a Zoom meetup, all right, at 8 p.m. So on what day you might have time, on a Tuesday or a Thursday, 8 p.m. Okay, so it could be something as simple as this. All right. So of course, Irene might have some questions, or she might not. She might say, okay, since you are opening up a new online biz related to wellness, okay, you give me Tuesday or Thursday, 8 p.m. Okay, maybe I will choose Thursday, right? And then some of them, they might ask, hey, what is it? What is it? And then, okay, what is it? When they ask, what is it? Always remember, only describe what you are doing on that day. Okay, you do not talk about the company, you do not talk about the product, you do not talk about the whole business itself. Okay, because all these things cannot be explained well, okay, in full. They cannot understand through the phone, because the phone, there is a limitation. All right, so all these can be better communicated, can be better delivered through a talk, an event talk, or through a ABC discussion, or 1 to 2 discussion, something like that, right? So if they in event, should they ask what is it about, you can just straightforward tell them it is a meetup that you are doing for your new business. So you really hope that you can, I really hope, Irene, that you can come in and support me on this. All right. Right. So whether she supports or not, sometimes invitation, on the first invitation, it might not work. But because the invitation was just very short and simple, there is no pushing involved. There's no too much information involved. There's always another try. There's always another follow-up that I can do. Maybe not this time. If she say cannot, then never mind. It is perfect. All right. So I will catch you some other time. So that's it. All right. Until here, this prospecting and approaching part, are you okay with this? Am I going too fast? If yes, please let me know by typing 1. If no, the pace is good, just type 2. Just want to know. Engage a bit, everyone over here. Yeah. Hey, there's no response in the chat. Can you all hear me? 2. Okay. Ibu Ika said the pace is just right. Number 2. Only. Okay. Only Ibu Ika can hear me. Who are the rest over here? I can see Fang Yao, Tan Chiu Hoi, Isa, Cheryl, GS Gan, Lilian Xia, Leslie Lau, Molly Tan, Swa, Susan, Tan Peng Hun. Oh, there's more already. Okay. All right. Good. So the pace is just okay. All right. Good. Now, these are the rules of approaching. Remember, there are 3 things that we do not talk over the phone, which is company, product, and system, simply because it cannot be communicated effectively through this method, right? So when we approach people, especially when we are able to do face-to-face, always remember to have your materials in your bag or in the boot of your car. Have it in hand. Because you do not know what might happen. Something good might happen. But when something good happens, when that person say he wants to sign up, but you do not have the form, that is where you could be a missed opportunity. So always have the member form in hand. Always try to make some commitment towards the end of your presentation if you can. Okay, never try, never know. So before the approach, you should have the basic FORM, FOIM ready. F meaning the family background, what is the occupation, what they do for, what they do as a hobby, what is their interest, and then the M is the message that you want to deliver. So if you are new, always discuss this with your upline first. Let your upline know as much information as possible before meeting up together. So in fact, we are trying to find a fit. Actually, we are not trying to close them or to influence them or whatever. What I always do is that we try to find a fit between what they really need and what M Life can offer. What is our solution? Is there a fit? If there is a fit, right? It would help in the whole process, right? So A4 paper, pen, and all this is always very important. Always remember, if you can, like maybe for our marketing plan or for some presentation, is always actually better to have a white piece of paper to write down, because this would engage them not only verbally but also visually and physically. Yeah, we are creatures of we are like creatures of senses, you see. Yeah, so if the more sense that you create, the more participative they will be. Yeah, so if you were to ask me, do I present the marketing plan by using the ABO book and show them the figures, or do you prefer me to just draw out and then do the calculations? I will always prefer that you draw out using a white paper because it's more engaging that way. Okay, and then always ready your supporting materials like our company magazines, the magazines with all the TEs. These are supporting materials, our testimonial book, or maybe some demo tools like our platinum demo pad, the chili oil, your trial mattress. All these, if we have in hand, then we are very well equipped. Yeah, right. Then we move into the presentation part. Right. So for presentation part, it is very important that the team is very clear on what you want to present, whether it is the business part or the product part. Do not go in without any clear objective. Okay, is this meeting about just meeting up and fact finding, or is this a meeting about wanting them to know more about the business or know more about the product? This is very important because there will be some meeting where we are establishing a relationship. So you wouldn't want to jeopardize this meeting by going too fast. So this again, we have to judge ourselves where we are now with this person. So if this person is like in your B name list or your C name list, I think it's always good to establish some sort of relationship first. And in this whole meeting, the main objective is to discover their need. What is their need? What is their real need? Do they have a need income-wise, or do they have a need in this health-wise, right? And maybe in this meeting, it is like it is a meeting whereby we are ready. We are ready for the close. We are ready for them to make the decision. So in this whole process of presentation, we have to make sure that we are presenting to the right person. Okay, who is the key man? Who is the key decision maker? It will be not a very smooth process if we presented to the person which cannot make the end decision, the decision to purchase or the decision to move on. If we talk to the wrong person, then the process would be longer. But if we in fact, like let's say if we talk to the wife, but the main decision maker is the husband, then we have to accept also that we would actually have to face the husband also in the end. We would actually have to talk to the husband also in the end. There is no two ways about that. right? So we have to make sure about this. If we can make sure in the beginning, it is better, okay? There are ways of finding out, right? So normally one of the way that I would actually find out before I go into the close is that I would always find out by asking, if today you were to make this decision, okay, would you be able to make it yourself, or do you need a discussion with someone else? Okay, maybe they are business partners. Maybe you will say, yes, I will need to discuss with them. So what are actually the what are actually the discussion will be about, you know? Then maybe from there, then we will know. Or maybe the discussion is about other issues. But if the discussion is about, because the ultimate decision is up to him, the money is in his hands, then I know how I should move on from there. All right. So in this presentation, it is more about me telling them what they need to know. So presentation should not be what I want to say. It is more about what you need to know, and I will just let you know what you need to know. That's it. So briefly explain the benefits only. Benefits that they have a need for, okay? Not what I want to say. So this is a very big difference. Most people which do not know this rule, they will go into the presentation and presenting from A to Z without even really knowing, really sure that this is what the other person wants to listen. Always remember that everyone wants to listen what they want to listen only, what benefits them. So if we give them too much information, it's like no information at all. So in the end, the presentation would be for naught, and then it's also time wasted. So it's better to ask more, listen intently, then reply, than just giving the full presentation without any understanding of the real need of our prospect, right? And any presentation at all should be firm. Your facts should be firm. Only talk about what you really know, what you really feel is right. Okay, what you really really experience. Right, your story should be true to your experience. This is how you will be firm, and then you can speak with conviction and full of confidence. This will show in your presentation actually. Right, so do not overclaim, because all this will actually catch back to us one. Because sometimes when we overclaim, there is always a danger of going into some sort of white lies. But in the end, it will be discovered, because we always forget our lies lah. All right, okay. So we be firm with what we say, right? Okay. So about this answering part. This is one of the very crucial part, whereby we do so many things. We go into the prospecting, we invite them to the event or invite them to the ABC, and then we do our presentation. There will always be this part which most of us are have to overcome. All right. Ultimately, if you are a salesperson elsewhere, also you are a businessman or whatever. All right. Answering Q&A is one of the part that leads to a yes or a no. All right. So for this answering part, what I can say is that practice, and practice. Okay. Meet up with more questions, with more tough questions that you might not be able to answer, but always make it a point to write it down, jot it down, so that you can go and look for the answer. And once you have the answer, okay, jot it down also, so that this one would be in your what we say, in your weapon arsenal next time on how to handle objections, right? How to handle objections, right? So like right now, answering part, when we are talking about sponsoring, normally we will always face with this kind of questions in the market lah. I think these are the most commonly asked in the market is, are you direct selling? Whether you are selling or not, you are selling or sponsoring, they will ask you, okay, are you the direct selling company, right? Or maybe they might say, no, I have no interest in direct selling. This is one of their objections. Maybe some of them would also say, in this kind of economy, who would buy such an expensive item, right? And no lah, very hard to sell lah, very hard to find people to buy lah, right? Downright to no lah, no capital to start lah. Do your do your face with this kind of objections in the market or not? Let me know in the chat, or maybe some other questions that you face in the market. I think normally it is always these few things lah. Are you direct selling? No interest in the market and all these things, right? So yeah, like for answering, actually before answering, during the approach part, during the presentation part, maybe over there we can already establish something, establish something that solves this problem. Okay. Now, one of the things is that when we approach people for business, especially it's not about us talking about the business to them. It's about whether they have a need for this business or not. Or maybe they do not have a need. Can we create a need? Because they do not know they have a need for that. They have not thought about this before. All right. Can we create the need or not? When we can create the need, I think this is the most powerful form of closing. Because before the close, I have already closed you. Because I've already created a need between you. Right? So what is the formula? What is the formula for creating this? All right. What is the formula? It is not written over here, but I think this is a very good thing that we should all learn. All right. What is the formula for asking? Okay. How do we create the need? We create the need by asking. So what is the formula of asking? Not telling, not presenting, but asking. So what's the formula for asking? One, we have to acknowledge that everyone has a problem. Maybe you could write it down in the chat, or you write it down here. Okay, everyone has a problem. We have to acknowledge this. Every one of us is either a issue with income, with their work, with their family, with their health. Everyone has a problem. Okay, but what we can give is for income and health, correct or not? We can give these two things. These are the two things that everyone cannot lose. They cannot lose their health and they cannot lose their income. M Life, we can help to solve these two problems. All right. So we establish whether they have this problem or not. How do we establish? We can ask. Okay. Ask until we can pinpoint the problem. All right. When we can pinpoint the problem, if there is a existing problem, we expand the problem. We let them know if this problem were to continue, it will create in a bigger problem, meaning that we expand their pain point. All right. So this is also a few P. Problem, pinpoint the problem, okay, and expand the pain point. Okay. Expand the pain point. Then when we expand the pain point, in the end, what do? We present the solution. Okay. So 4 P's also: problem, pinpoint, pain point, and present the solution. Right. So just let's say now, most people, I think, would face some problem, especially business owners. They would face, low sales. They face some problems with their business. Maybe they might be facing this problem. So, for example, we can start off by just chit-chatting. Normally, what would we say if it's something related to the business? Normally we'll say, hey, bro, how is business nowadays? I think mostly would say no good lah. Right? Okay, some might say good. There is another set for that, but most would say no good lah. The whole situation wow, lockdown lah, this lah, that lah. Okay, you try to imagine in your own country's setting lah. Would they say something like that? No good lah. Everything is affected. Income affected. So people spending also affected and all these things. So what do we do when we listen to this? We don't straight jump into, like providing the solution, you see, like saying, oh yeah, you affected. Wow, I got something here, very good. No, we don't do this first. We want to know how bad it is. Okay, they say, no lah, no good lah, very bad lah, this and that lah. Okay, and then we can agree also. Yeah lah, true lah. I think I hear this in the news also. I hear this from few of my friends also. Some of them, they have got few branches they have to close down too. It's also quite hard to maintain now. Okay, so why do you think it's bad? We fact find again. Why is it so bad on your side? And then they will start talking lah. Last time we don't know online and now everything is online, this and that lah. Supplier problem lah, market problem lah, this and that lah. Okay, so after they talk about all these things, then we go into, they already have a problem there already. I can pinpoint the problem. So how do I expand the pain point? I expand the pain point by asking them, do you have any solution? This is actually very painful because many people, they have problems, but they do not have a clear solution. They are still swimming between the problem itself. They do not have a clear solution. Maybe because they are doing it by themselves. They do not have a partner. They do not have a consultant. They do not have a coach. They do not have a mentor. They are trying, they are trying to do it by themselves. Okay. So do you have any solution? Okay. Normally, most people will say, no lah, see how it goes lah, see how it goes lah. Everyone is also like that ma. The situation is also like that. All right. So the next one, you can start to help him. What if there is a solution? This is where we present. This is where we make them get interested. This is where we close before the close. Make them want to listen. Make them want to know what is it for them. All right. What if there is a solution that can help you with your problem right now? Okay. Normally they will say, what is it? What is it? Okay. Do you know what is the next trend in the wellness industry or not? Now everyone is talking about health, right? Do you know what is the next trend in the wellness industry or not? They do not know. Okay. Yeah. This thing, if we write on this, I think it can help you solve your current problem. Okay. But today, today is not the best time to talk about this. Why don't you come and listen for yourself? Okay. Why don't you come and listen for yourself on this day? Okay. So if I do it this way, they will think that, oh, okay, you're trying to help me. You're trying to provide me a solution. But for me to discover a solution, I have to come and listen for myself. All right. So what is this? If I dissect it into a framework, it is actually we ask them, we listen to their problem, we acknowledge their problem, and then we try to explore the problem, and then we give them an appropriate response. So, in fact, we ask first. Ask, because everyone has a problem, we try to pinpoint the problem. When we pinpoint the problem, we expand the pain point. Yeah. How do we expand the pain point? By asking them, do you have any solution to your problem right now? Okay. So what is the next, and then we provide them the solution. All right. All right. So Irene Tan say, often when inviting friends, they say, not for me, I am healthy. Yeah. So they think they are healthy. So health might not be what they need. Or maybe they do not know they need it. Even people which are taking medication, they also say they are healthy one, correct or not? They will also say they are very healthy. Okay. So they do not know there is a need. So how do we change their way, their minds, or how do we not change their mindset? To change a person is very difficult, but how do we divert to them or make them aware that they have a existing problem? This is where our homework is. All right. Today we are not able to talk much on this, but always when you have this, then we brainstorm together with our upline. Okay, how do I go about this? I'm sure if we do this repeatedly, we will ultimately upgrade ourselves and we will have a lot of answers to a lot of questions which are in the market. All right. And Irene also said for business people, lots of pride issue. So agree with you on how big the trend in sleep wellness. Yeah. So yeah, for business people, yes, of course, there will be a pride issue. Why? Because this business is their child. We cannot go and say, hey, your business no good lah, mine better lah. It's like attacking their child, how do you feel when someone when someone attacks your children, correct? So normally we will say we will be agreeable to whatever they say. But what I'm telling you now is that your child can be better. Your child can be better, okay, if you look into this solution. If you look into this solution, it's like your child is suffering from, maybe some academic issues, and I'm introducing to you a tuition teacher or a tutor or a coach that can help your child. So do you think that they will be positive? They'll be more positive, respond positively to you? Yeah. And then there will also be some people who says, everything is going good. Like for Irene, I'm healthy, I'm good, nothing, You can also agree. Hey, why do you think you can keep so healthy? I also want to know. So sometimes people, when they know when you want to push something to them or introduce something to them, they might be defensive. But how do we open up the lock? How do we open up the door? Normally, it's through getting interested in them, praise them, encouragement. All these things can open up even the coldest of heart. You can open up the door, right? So if they say they are good, everything is good, then you ask lah. Then you ask why? Why is it so good? Like I say for business, hey, everyone is doing so bad. Why you are doing so well? Maybe from there we also get some gems, correct? We can learn from some successful people that maybe some of the principles or some of the methods we can apply now in our own business, correct? Okay, so it is no problem. When we talk, when it's very good, we can also agree with them. We can also ask them, hey, why is it so good? What did you do and all these things? Then we can open up a possibility. Okay, like I say, hey, bro, hey, since you're doing so well, what if there is something that you can do on the side, but does not affect whatever you're doing now. Whatever you're doing now, you do. But what if there is something that you can do on the side that can also make you the same amount that you are making now, and additional? Let's say now you're making like 100K a month. This also can make you 100K a month on the side only, not affecting whatever you're doing now. Hey, are you open to this kind of idea or not? Okay. Hey, this could be, we are just opening a possibility only. Never try, never know, correct or not? Yeah. But I think most people that they are doing business, they would want to explore more opportunities or more income avenues, okay, that help them to up their income, correct or not? Okay, so if they are doing good, I just open up the possibility lah. Are you open or not for any idea? Hey, maybe something they can do on the side that can afford you the same amount of income, meaning that you are doing 100K right here, and then over here at the side you can do another 100K. If they say, hey, okay, if got such jalan, if got such chance, okay, then you invite them. Hey, but truthfully, bro, if I were to tell you now, it will be like half tail only. Hey, why don't you just come to a session that I'll be conducting next week, Thursday? You come and listen for yourself. And then you have a look at it, whether it will be a good fit for your business or not, or a good fit for whatever you're doing. Right? So this is how we can, invite people. We can invite people how we can solve the problem of I don't need this that Okay, these are just some examples only, right? So it is good for us to even role play this. I know some groups, they are doing role play. It is very good. Always role play on this kind of questions, this kind of commonly asked Q&As, commonly known objections in the market. The more we practice, the better we will be. So like what I say, spar often, sparring. It's like it's like boxing, it's like self-defense. If you really want to be good at it, you have to spar. You have to get hit, and then you have to learn how to avoid, and you have to learn how to hit back. Okay, so you will get better at this as you practice, right? So what if they say, direct selling is not for them? Because most people have got negative perception about direct selling. Most would reject outright. Okay, so what can we do? What can we say, right? So normally it is the bad perception only lah. They don't even really know what is direct selling all about. Or maybe if we ask them what is so bad about direct selling, they cannot even, they cannot even explain it, uh, explain explain why. Why do they think direct selling is no good? They just have the negative perception of it only. Maybe like you're lying to people lah. Direct selling products are very expensive lah. Something like that. So what if they say that hey, is yours direct selling? You cannot answer. If you answer yes, they might just close their door straight away. If you answer no, then you'll be lying to them. Not. So how can we go about this this direct selling issue kind of thing? So here are some suggestions that you could take. Direct selling, yeah, most people would have what you say, they are not interested in direct selling. But do you know what direct selling is? What is your views of direct selling? We explore how much they know about it first. Then no matter what they say, we can always say, yeah, the conventional way of doing business started by retailing, meaning a person open up a shop and then they do retail. And then it evolved into, having a dealership, maybe putting in more capital to open up a dealership whereby you can supply to retailers. Then to take it one notch upper is it evolved into something of a franchise. It's not only having huge capital, but also having a proven system that you can sell to people which are interested in opening up the same business as you, and you are the franchisor. But do you know that there is a system in this world that whereby you can be a retailer, you can be a dealer, and you can become a franchisor all in one, but without the big capital, without having to develop your own proven system, okay, without even having to have physical shops, you're able to do retailing, dealership, and franchising. Do you know what platform this is? This is what we call direct selling. So in fact, many people, they do not know what is direct selling. So if we present to them this way, then they have an idea that actually direct selling is just another way of doing business. Okay. What are the advantages of direct selling? It has the advantages of retailing, a dealership, and a franchise, but without the weakness of these three. Okay. So this is one way. Now, the other way is, if they say they are not interested in direct selling, we can also say, actually, I was not interested in direct selling also, but I was very interested in their outcome. Because this company used to be a conventional business, opening up their own retail chain stores, letting people to try their device. But up to a 10-year from 2003 to 2013, they managed to open up 34 centers nationwide. But what got me intrigued is that they changed their strategy, their way of doing business. They were able, 10 years, they opened up 34 chain stores in Malaysia only. But after this change, within a short span of 3 years, they were able to open up to 6 countries. 6 countries with over 4,000 mobile franchises under them. This is what got me intrigued. Do you know what they changed or not? They changed from conventional to direct selling. Okay, this is another way of doing it. Okay, this is another way of using the company's history, the company, how it evolved as a story to let them know what is actually direct selling. Okay, there's nothing bad about it. Do you know that the company before we changed to direct selling, we were doing like 10 million a year. Okay, but in 2014, when we started, we were able to double up to 20 million. Then after, within 1 year, we were able to double up to 60 million. And we go up further into 120, 100, and 150 million. So this is the power of direct selling. Okay, this is the power of multiplication. All right. So this is what direct selling can do. Okay. So these are the things that we can answer. Okay, so these are just some of the points only. All right. So there will also be people, talking about, this economy is so bad. Who will buy? In fact, this economy is so bad. Got people buy or not? Even though got one person buy, also still got people buy. Correct or not? So it's actually people buy or not. It's not because of the economy. It's because whether they have a immediate need or not. Do they have the need? Do they feel that they have the immediate need? Okay. So it's not a matter of economy, good or bad. Okay, very hard to sell, very hard to find people. Hey, this company has got a system. The more we just have to make sure that we go in and learn. Okay, they have a system whereby they can do experiential marketing. Sometimes we have to give them the solution that the company has. This company does not sell. They share. Well, what they share? They not only share through mouth. They even let the customers try before they buy. Wait, these are the things that they do not know. But these are the things that we have. These are the things that we have. These are our strong points. We should always find a chance we always have to find a chance to present it out, right? Like for people who says they have no capital or their capital not enough actually, this is more of a reason why you should start now. Just imagine right now at your this age, at your this age at this time, you tell me that you do not have enough funds to even start this M Life business. I'm not asking you to get the whole M Life mattress. I'm asking you just to come in using the seed program. Also, you have this concern that you might not be able to make it, that you do not have enough capital for this. You know you are in a very dangerous position. Okay, right? If you do not break through now, when? If you do not break through now, when? So this is a conversation whereby we not only present what we have, but we also express our concern. This comes from the heart, actually. It is not something that we can just make up. If your friend, you think that they really have to change, they cannot stay like that in this status quo because it's going to be very dangerous. Like in Malaysia, I know if you are at the age 40 right now, you still cannot afford our 2,700 seed program to start a business. You are actually very dangerous. If that is your real reason, if you cannot afford, it is more a reason why you should start now. I can help you because I have got the experience. We have the company has the system. We just have to follow through all these things. Okay, I can rest assured that you will get back your capital. Okay, anything after that is all profit. Could you express it this way or not? With full of confidence and conviction, right? Because I feel that this friend, 40 over year old, if 2007 is something that can stop him, okay, stop him from doing a business or from changing himself, I think this is a very dangerous situation for him. Because at 40, there's only like 10 more years. After that, you want to do also, energy to do already, correct or not? All right. So why we have to let them know this is their pain point. Maybe they do not know this pain point. Okay. But I can make this pain point bigger for him. Most people, they do not count how much do they have to have in their bank account before retirement. Like in Malaysia, before the age of 55, you want a very good retirement life, a very good retirement where you do not really have to worry about your finances for the next 20 years. Please at least have 3 million in the account. Many people, when they listen to this, they will be very shocked. Wow, I need 3 million ringgit Malaysia. Yes, you need 3 million. Maybe Singapore, you need 1 million. If you really want to live a retirement lifestyle where you do not have to worry about finances. Okay, all right. So sometimes they are not aware of this. Okay, so no money, soft right? So over here, when we answer people's questions on this direct selling, it's always good we read more on what is direct selling. There's a lot of information on the internet, and then there's a lot of gurus, there's a lot of coaches on YouTube. They will actually teach you. You want to be able to answer these questions, so you learn more, you listen more. All right, then you will have more weapons on hand to handle the objection. All right. No one set of answer can answer all the questions, okay? Because each questions are unique to each individual or given each circumstances. So we should have different types of answers, right? And always maintain a positive attitude towards the question, not towards the, we should not always just, attack the person. We attack the question on hand, all right? And then we maintain a positive attitude, even though we do not really know how to overcome it now, okay? But if we maintain a positive attitude, at least we will be able to get back with a better answer later on, all right? And always answer with confidence. Yeah? Confidence can come from where? Confidence can come from your own experiences. Confidence can also come from the videos, the trainings that you attend. So it's actually very important for every one of us. This network marketing, it has a system. It is easy to follow. No, it is simple to follow, but it's not a easy for us just to doing things easily and then we can succeed. No, we will be faced with a lot of problems. So when there is a lot of problems, what can keep us going? Okay, one of it is meetings. Okay, meetings, trainings, meetups, meet together on Zoom right now, or maybe in our small group. All this can help us to keep warm and to remind us, because outside it is a very cold environment, it's a very harsh environment. We need an environment that we can heal ourselves, especially healing our own self-confidence. So this, we have to work together on this, all right? Okay, so next, in this answering, always try to maintain not a hostile environment, always try to maintain a good environment, a relaxed environment, right? And then we maintain the control of time. Do not, if we ask and then they answer a lot, is okay. But if we talk a lot, it is, we have to be mindful of our own time. Don't talk too much, right? Don't make offensive criticism, avoid exaggerations, okay? And always take care of your own image, because right now, if you are talking about business, then you should have a business image. If you're talking about health, you should have a healthy image, right? And then the last one would be closing. Like just now, I've also already demo some examples of how we can handle objection. Once you handle objection, it is the time for closing. I think this is the part whereby we have to be brave. We have to do away with the fear of rejection or failure. There's no such thing as rejection or failure. It's always never try, never know. I'll just try it. If they say no, never mind, I follow up. If they say no for now, never mind, I follow up lah. If they say yes, then it's good lah. Always try to make a commitment towards the end of the meeting. All right, unless it is for building a relationship, we can make a commitment of what if we are building relationship now. So what is the commitment that we make? We make a commitment to meet up at another time. That what is the next meeting? That is the commitment that we have to make. All right. So if we are talking about this business, what is the commitment? If we are inviting them, what is the commitment? The commitment is for them to attend the event. If we are talking about the product or talking about the business, what is the commitment? The commitment is very simple. The commitment is to fill up the application form. Test. Okay. After handling all the objection, you have to test. All right, you have to test. Just test it. There's no surefire way. There's no. We have given talks on how to ask objective questions, whereby they choose between the two. You want a single or a double? Correct? Now you want to pay by cash or credit card. And another form of close is the application form close. All right, just take out the application form. Come lah. All right, come. We sign you up, and then we work on this together. For us to work on this together, I have to have some of your details lah. Would you mind if you give me your IC so that I can just fill up this form? Just do it very relaxed and naturally. Okay. So there are also some type of close whereby we assume that you want it already. So I give you some materials for you to start with. Okay. These are some materials that you can use to start with. Please study these materials first. All right. Now, here you have a look. While you have a look, let me fill up your details first. This is a form of close also. You give them the supporting material. Let's work on this together. These are some materials for you to have a look. Hey, while you're looking at the material, come, I fill out some of your particulars. So some of them is, we ask them straight on whether you want this or that. Maybe they might give you a negative answer. But sometimes when we do actions like that, actually in their heart, they are like, okay, also life working with you, so you give me these materials, meaning that, oh, okay, you want to work with me, all right. So when you give me these materials, you say you want to fill out the form, I also naturally, okay, I give you my details, something like that. Never try, never know. It might work for some people, but not for everyone. Okay, right? So if you cannot make the close, never mind. Very important. Number 5, do not get frustrated yourself first. Okay, do not get frustrated yourself. Never mind, it's okay. Always make an opportunity for next meeting or an opportunity to follow up. Maybe it's just the timing is not right. Remember, some leaders in M Life is not a matter of first time meeting, second time meeting, third time meeting. Some leaders in M Life is a matter of 1 year. After 1 year, only they start. After 1 year of follow up, then only they start to be serious about the business. Okay, so always leave a gap, leave a window for the next meeting. And if you can, you introduce them in the next meeting, introduce them to during the close. You can also introduce them. Sometimes you can introduce them to the upline if the upline is there. If you are in the office, sometimes you introduce them, take them around tour in the office. This is also one of the methods that we can use to close, because some people, they want to see the physical, they want to see what is the company all about before they eventually make the decision, right? So after that, then in the end is the follow-up. Now, right now, because we are talking about expansion of the organization, so expansion of the organization is when your new partner comes in, how you follow up. This is what this part is about. How do you follow up a person which has just joined M Life? All right, how do you follow up? First and foremost, ask that person not to tell anyone about this business first, simply because they are not ready yet. They have not enough experience yet. What they feel is what they feel good on the inside, but they do not know how to express it yet. So if they express it now, we have to let them know that the commonly objections that they will get from their very close person, very close relatives, their parents, their hot market. Normally, they will tell them that, you have gone crazy, you have bought something very expensive, you have been tricked, you have been scammed. They won't say things of encouragement simply because they want to protect this person. Okay, so normally they will be faced with this kind of questions, which can really demoralize them. So we have to let them know first. It's some sort of a vaccination also lah. We have to let them know first, okay, before they go out into the market, right? So when you are not ready yet, please do not expose this first. We do the name listing first. We do a name listing, and then for the first few meetings, I go hand in hand with you together to the field, and then you sit and then you listen and then you learn. All right, okay. So the vaccination also say, be careful of dreams being stolen. This is maybe from well-meaning individuals. They might tell them that direct selling is not something good, this and that. All right, we let them know beforehand so that they know what to expect. It's like explaining improving reaction or healing crisis to our customers before they use the product, before they do the trial. It is always good to have this kind of prevention first, okay? And then when they buy the product, make sure that they use the product immediately. I don't think this is a problem with M Life, but if they were to come in using supplements, please make sure that they eat immediately. This one normally happens in supplements, whereby they buy, they just put it there maybe for a week, also haven't opened. So when they buy, okay, open for them. When they buy the whole CAP, open for them, and then open the MFIT and then let them take it in the office itself. Get them started. And then make time for them, introduce to them the business materials, and then make sure that they come in for AST and into your cell group. This is the two very important things that they should do. right? And then make a prospecting list, and then always list down questions that you have in that you meet in the market. Okay, keep records, and then if you have got solution, also keep record, and then keep practicing. Always keep in touch with the upline within 24 hours. If your downline does not keep in touch with you, you have to be very proactive and keep in touch with them. Okay, because anything can happen between 24 hours. And then between 48 hours, this is normally when we were back then, within 48 hours, they should come back to the company to do some sort of meet up or some sort of training. But right now it's all on Zoom. It's even faster than 48 hours. We have it every day. Every day there's something going on, correct or not? So yeah, at least you give it, you give each other a 48 hours. By 48 hours, if they are not back for the next event or for the next training, then we also have to be very proactive to search out for them also. Because something might have already happened, or we just want to keep them warm, right? So this is the follow-up part, right? And then always have a database. This is something that we should all do, because as a business person, you should always keep a database of your customers. Customers' information is actually your asset as well, right? So always keep this data available on hand. The earlier we do, the better, right? The earlier we do, the better. Okay, so all this together, how to expand an organization in 6 steps, PAPACF. Okay, Papa CF, Papa CF, right? So this is the 6 steps. So I hope that everyone can listen again to today's system training, and always this system training can also you can also let your downlines know when maybe they are not in today, or maybe you have some new downlines. This is one of the system training that they can listen to. This is only one of the 10 system trainings that they should listen to, that they should be good in also, right? So we put this on YouTube Live so that everyone can have access to it. Right? Thank you very much, and have a good day, everyone. I'll